G'day, Simon / Captain Australia here. I hope you can hear me all right. I've got the whiz-bang earpieces in. Volume up. I am speaking softly because I've actually stumbled onto a gold mine. So I set up a little rough camp in the high country southwest of Byron Bay. I walked uphill all afternoon in rain. It was unpleasant by the end. I looked for a place to camp, and then I realised there was a dark spot for my service, and that my wife would be concerned. So I kitted back up and continued on for another hour or two. And I stumbled on a location that I don't really want to talk about in case it causes me problems, but it has access to water and power. And as long as I'm discreet, don't make a mess, and play it quiet, we should be uh, safe to sleep here as well. So and then I can continue on in the morning. So I'm on the road to Coffs Harbour. I think I might not go into the middle of Ballina, although I could pass along the fringe of it. I'll sort of be jiggling about a little bit to make up for lost time. I'll show you. So the only downfall of this place is, so you can see I've just got a little, there's my kit towel on the ground. I've got the stuff stored off to the side there. Oh no, I think I just snapped the backup. Oh, are you kidding me? I broke the backup selfie stick. So I lose one selfie stick and then destroy the backup. Good job, Captain Australia. Oh, it's completely snapped off. Yep. First the sun. What is up with manufacturing these days? First the sunglasses, now this. Okay, so I'll have to pick up a new selfie stick when I pick up the new phone screen because it's becoming really problematic. I can't type messages very well because of the cracks and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, I've been walking uphill through the rain all afternoon, and main thing I've been dealing with is missing my kids. But I also have been thinking a lot about how they make me strong as well. Like I miss them because they're a source of great power in my life, and that I've stepped away from that so that I can enhance my ability to better embrace it going forward. Yeah, stay safe. I will. I absolutely will. So yeah, gonna head south into Coffs Harbour tomorrow. Sorry about that dodgy stream before where I tried to do the singing in the rain dare. Unfortunately, the reception is just so spotty up here. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to have a chat. So I've found a power outlet, and I've got all of my electronics gearing up at the moment, so I'll get to 100% on everything. And this place has been real, in that regard, a real gold mine. And it does give me quite a raw insight into how tough it would be to be homeless, like genuinely homeless. Because like those people that you see sleeping in the city, and you look at them and you feel bad and you think, what underlying problem is there? What is causing them to make the choice. I mean, I imagine some people do it as a lifestyle thing, but for others there might be like a mental illness, or there might be a habit, an addiction, and in some cases the addiction is really just self-medication to deal with some of the other stuff. It could be domestic violence. There could be a whole bunch of circumstances that compel them into that pathway. And you go through your daily life and you look at them and you feel sympathy, but it's a kind of a futile sympathy because it's, what can you do? Australia's a lucky country. We've got mechanisms in place, but I'm experiencing firsthand how desperate it is to want to find a safe, place where you don't have to worry about somebody attacking you or anything, to sleep. And as darkness is coming in, if you've got electronics, how you're going to charge them. I mean, I'm sure the real homeless have it down to a fine art. So, like if McDonald's, for instance, has places where you can plug in, well, that's whether you'll pick up breakfast or the public library or whatever. Me, I'm playing it by ear, and I'm just an old fool, so it's part of my adventure. Sorry, the camera's so sketchy. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself by having more light. But yeah, it's a real eye opener for the emotional trauma simply just being homeless would inflict on you. I mean, you lower your expectations, but I've also gotten it socially. So, as I'm walking around, not everyone knows about the Captain Australia's Big Walk because you haven't been doing your job telling them. But they look at me and then they see like this sort of soggy Darrow with a big pack, especially if I've got my big coat on, they can't see any of the superhero stuff, and if they could, it would confuse them. So the hodgepodge of me walking along, I look like one of those, just I don't know, a busking bagman or something, whatever. But the the treatment that you get when you are in that sort of indigent class, it is noticeably different. So people give you sharper looks. As I bumble through my normal suburban daily life, just as a suburban dad, you don't get that, and I'm I'm a bit shaky and sketchy too. Cancer made me horribly obese. I go roly poling around, long hair, COVID beard, and still the treatment is courteous, smiling, and respectful, and you do get that from most. Also, even when you do look like you're an indigent, sort of not knowing where you're going to sleep. But you do occasionally get people sort of giving you really, really cold and clinical stares. How are you doing today, man? I'm doing much better, thank you. Yeah, so for me, there's this hurdle that I need to get past when I'm thinking too much of my children. And at first, I was thinking of the the I mean the way that I depend on their love and whether it's a strength, whether I'm unhealthy about it, all that sort of stuff. So the big walk for me is a time to unpack a lot of my past and a lot of my qualities, good and bad, and figure out who I want to be in the future world. When I come out of this. So the idea in my really shaky mind was this side is the caterpillar, the other side is the butterfly. And thank you. You are so. I don't know if other people see the comments. So Andrew says you are strong, man. Thank you. I don't know. I think I'm more defined by my weaknesses than my strengths, Andrew, buddy. Honestly, or shit, maybe I'm defined by how I try to rise above them. Like uh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't feel strong today walking up this long, windy, windy road. Beautiful country, and I couldn't even really properly appreciate it. I was just too tired. My feet still feel a bit sort of hamburgery, but I know from experience they're going to heal up overnight, and I'll be good to go in the morning. I'm going to try actually to just do a proper bold walk tomorrow, but smart, like walk 10K, take the shoes off, take a rest, walk 10K, take the shoes off, take a rest, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, the big walk, it's not meant, I feel as though I'm making a lot of mistakes, but there's plenty of time to remedy them. Very bad connection, is it really? Sorry. I am up in the middle of nowhere, so you can't really hear what I'm saying at all. Is it all sketchy? To me, it seems good, and I have no way of telling. I'm sorry about that. I know the visuals are really awful. That's just me trying to play it low key. But if the sound and the video is actually choppy, maybe I should just leave it there because we can't have a conversation if it's too sketchy. I will be back towards population centres tomorrow, and I do have enough of a signal here that I can jump in and catch up on comments and all the rest. So I'm sorry if the quality of the stream at the moment is pretty bad. It's okay on my side. Okay. Okay, so it might be not necessarily at my. You will be an expert by the time you get to Melbourne. Yeah, maybe, Andrew, maybe I will. I don't know, but by then it'll be too late. Yeah, I don't know. What I want to be by the time I get to Melbourne is reconciled with my past and ready for my future, if that makes sense. Yeah. I want to do a really good job for the charity, but that's it's like the big walk is an apple that you can cut into two halves. One half is the half I get to eat, and the other half is for the charity. And it is really important that I do a good job for them. I can hear you, but it cuts out, mate. Okay. Well, sorry, Andrew. If someone else can get it all fine, then that might be, an issue at your end. I don't know, or like halfway between both of us. But yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I'll keep going for a little while anyway. It's getting nice and dark here, so I'm going to spray myself with the insect repellent. You know, it's the old Bushman's. If you've never seen it, this is the old Bushman's. Where are we? Turn it around, Simon. Bush. That might look backward to you. Yes, cutting in and out. Okay. Sorry, Linda. Sorry, Andrew. So it seems like I'm just in really a really sort of sketchy area reception wise. I'm up in the high country, lots of farms, lots of mansions and stuff. You'd think they'd put in, their own personal satellite. I'll leave it there so I don't frustrate you too much. But yeah, I'll be heading towards Coffs Harbour tomorrow. That's still from where I am now, something like 220, 240 kilometers. I missed the beginning. Where are you staying tonight? I don't want to say exactly, Linda. But it's a gold mine location, so it's a place that has an outlet, a power outlet, so I'm able to charge up, and it has water, so I was able to refill. I can't pitch my hammock, but I will. I've set a towel up on the ground, so I'll be just mildly uncomfortable sleeping, but I'm warm. I'm wearing my. I don't know, can you see that? How it's sort of closed? So for wanting to be low key, I'm wearing my high vis gear, but that was warm and dry, and the other stuff's hanging out to air out and dry. So yeah, I'll leave it there. That's my update, and I'll find a place where I can give a high quality update tomorrow. So sorry for the vision, sorry for the choppiness, and I wish you well. Happy New Year. I hope everybody's still partying a bit or something. So take care of yourselves. I'm okay. My main hazard here is if a security person comes along, but they'll just move me along. I don't think I'll get interfered with. We're not in. There's not that rough element up here. Okay, take care of yourselves and see you later. All the best.